Okay, welcome back, creatures of the night and Canaanites, as my brother of destruction from Canada, Kanenite10, joins me again on this pathway of destruction as the Undertaker and Kane story takes its conclusion in 1999. But we aren't done, as in this episode, we are giving you the end of 1999 and the beginning of 2000 as we watch two SmackDowns from 1999, where we see a five-man Royal Rumble and also the Kane Triple H Inferno match, where The Undertaker walks out of the WWF, only to return later, as we'll see the Kane return on Raw with Paul Bearer, The Undertaker's return at Judgment Day, and we cap this episode off with King of the Ring 2000, where the brothers are on the same side fighting against the McMahon Helmsley faction. So this is quite a loaded episode that you are joining me here with, Kanenite10, and I thank you for it because I wouldn't be on this journey with anyone else but you. So how are you doing?
Good. How are you? What's new with you? Did you find anything new? I know you got that Bendham's keychain. I think we've
Yes.
talked about it maybe. I can't remember, but
Yes, thanks to you for pointing it out to me and my stubbornness to try and get a deal. I finally was able to pick up that Bendham's keychain for around $50 shipped, which is a great price for something so rare. Behind me, I have the new GameStop pop of Undertaker and his casket.
did you
Uh,
find that in store?
no, I actually pre-ordered this on GameStop's website, and it's a good thing because on the website they are sold out. So Undertaker always moving merchandise, especially his impending Hall of Fame induction. And see what else I pick up. Oh yeah, the Surfs Up figure set.
That's one of my more popular posts. I don't know if it's
Really?
just yeah.
Really? Does Kane only have one? Does he have two like the Undertaker?
He only has one as far as I know, and it's the
Oh,
corporate cane.
lucky. Yeah, Undertaker had two, the long hair Taker and Mohawk Taker.
Did you
And
grab both?
now I have both. We're just waiting on it.
Okay.
Just waiting on it to come in the mail. I got the last Build and Brawl Undertaker, the WrestleMania 25 series. And what else? I think that is it. I think that's all the stuff I picked up so far. Just waiting for it to come in the mail. How about you?
I recently picked up a raw deal tin. It's in the game or something, and it's a tin with the two-man power trip and the Brothers of Destruction decks inside. The tin is sealed as well, which is
Nice.
extremely rare. And it's the only way that you could get that Brothers of Destruction deck, so I'm quite excited. And I'm a little torn because I would like the deck separately to display, but obviously I'm not going to open the tin.
I hope that you're blessed one of these days to get one of those packs by itself. So you can have that
It
nice.
would be nice. I feel bad. You're going to have to find one too.
Oh, well, as I know, you try and push me off to the cards, and I'm like, let me get the figures first before I dive into anything else, especially if it unless it comes my way so stupidly, unless we just both stumble on someone selling quantity two, and I'm like, okay, we'll each get one just to set.
Yeah. It's tough with cards though. Like my problem is like when you get into numbered stuff,
Oh my.
right when they're released, people are putting them up to sell, but you're not going to find like a numbered out of five autograph 5 years down the road. You know what I mean? That's what I'm so torn
And
about. It's like, ah, should I grab them now or should I just not even bother?
and cards nowadays, people are like going crazy over cards that are in stores. People are going crazy on listing cards. It's just like a whole new market out there that really was like, especially wrestling cards. It feels like it was not that popular, but just in this like last couple months or even a year ago, it's like skyrocketed.
Yeah, I feel like you're right with the not that popular. Like they've been out for years and years, and like
it just feels like it. I've always been to like Targets and Walmarts, and I was always able to like see, oh look, wrestling cards and wrestling card packs. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I mean, maybe I'll pick up a pack or two, see if I get an Undertaker card. But now it's like you can't even find it in the stores of how popular this stuff's become now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Because I know, like I was gonna say too, they've really gotten more into like way back in the 90s, like their autograph cards were pretty, that was it. You get an autograph card and that's that. Like it's not numbered. Like now they got, I can't imagine how many cards these guys signed because they got numbered of 200, numbered of 150, numbered of 100, numbered of 50, numbered of 25, 10, 5, 3, like
oh, I know. It's like, I mean, I hope there's some kind of sticker that they just sign instead of just, it's ridiculous how many things they have to sign here.
it's funny, some of the cards actually, now that you mentioned that, some of the cards are like a little sticker. So they obviously just get a sheet and they just sign all the stickers, but some cards are what they call hard signed. So they're signed right on the card.
Wow.
So those ones are like a little more desirable from collectors because obviously a hard signed card has been handled in
Of
some
course.
way by the athlete, right?
Yeah. You got their DNA, their thumbprints on it.
Yeah, you could go commit a murder and frame them. I don't know.
You're giving away all your tips here, Kanenite10. It's not fair.
We have this rash string of Kane murders in Canada. What's going on?
Glenn Jacobs, you being stop coming up to Canada committing murders and stay in Tennessee and be a mayor.
Yeah, be a weird right wing one at that. But we're not getting into political views here on this podcast.
No, we try to stay away from the politics on this podcast. We just try and keep it to Undertaker themed. Or when you're on the show, Undertaker and Kane themed.
Just
And,
wrestling.
and that is what we have today in a loaded episode of SmackDowns and returns, and to cap it off with a pay-per-view event. I am ready when you are. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Perfect. And we are starting off the episode with September 16th, 1999, SmackDown, as the five-man Royal Rumble is the five men in the six-pack challenge minus champion Triple H, as they see who's going to have the advantage going into Unforgiven. So we'll see The Rock, Big Show, Mankind, Kane, and The Undertaker fight in this very special SmackDown Royal Rumble. And I am clocked in at 42 minutes, 30 seconds on Peacock. And where are you finding your version, Canaanite?
I'm on Daily Motion, and I'm currently on a still of The Undertaker with his tongue out, and it's about to fade into Paul Bear and Big Show, and I assume The Undertaker. So I don't know where I am, if I'm at the beginning of a promo or what, or at the end of a promo.
Ooh, you could be. I am at The Rock and Big Show in the ring and starting it off.
Oh, I'm getting a promo here. Big Show is talking. Oh no, never mind. This is the intro that the guys always have.
Oh, okay. So
Because the Brothers of Destruction guys always have like that little intro too.
okay.
I always forget about the intro. Now I'm at the still of the six-pack challenge.
Okay. So
Interesting. I have a question
Sure.
in a minute here once I get to where you are.
Okay.
So what, you're The Rock and Big Show are in the ring?
Rock is in the ring. Big Show is going to be making his entrance.
It's showing The Undertaker punching down a ref after The Rock was pinning Kane. Now Kane just punched a ref. Big
Okay,
Show,
so that's
Undertaker just
they're
pinning a ref.
talking about how the referees went on strike, I'm guessing.
Right.
Because that's the whole story of this SmackDown. The referees are on strike because of the abuse they've taken on Monday Night Raw.
So now we got Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler here. And Austin's music is playing. All right, now we got the Big Show in the ring. And The Rock. Here we are.
Big Show's in the ring, huh?
And The Rock's just punching him. Yep.
Okay, so let me get to Big Show in the ring, and then we can, so pause it where you're at.
Yeah, Rock's just feeding Big Show in the corner.
So, okay. I have Big Show and Rock going toe to toe here, and Rock's punching Big Show. Okay.
Are
43.
they in the corner?
They're not in the corner. Should I wait till they get into the corner?
Yeah, keep playing it and tell me when they're there.
Big Show's in the corner.
All right.
43.
Here we are. So
Okay. We are here.
is this the Undertaker's last appearance before he took time off for injury?
The next week, where he walks out of WWF, is his last appearance.
But him and Big Show are tag champs, are they not?
They are. I don't know. They lose it. They must lose it on Raw then.
Well, they lost it and then they got it back to Rock and Sock, right?
They lost it. They won it back from Rock and Sock in the Buried Alive match, which was the week prior to this.
The only reason I asked that is because that picture, I remember this six-pack challenge match having the British Bulldog in it. So obviously the Undertaker was out by then, right?
Yes. So if I remember correctly, the week before this, Undertaker and Big Show won the tag titles back at Buried Alive, and I think they lose it on the Raw after this one. So they lose the titles before next week's SmackDown on Raw.
Well, while we're watching this, I'm going to look up the tag title history.
So if you are joining us here, we were starting at 43-20 on Peacock. We have Rock and Big Show currently fighting in the ring here. What's happening on your side right now?
Mankind and The Rock just double clotheslined the Big Show.
Okay, so we got Mankind in here.
Are you there yet?
No, I didn't know you were playing.
Oh, I'll pause it.
So they just double clothesline Big Show?
Yeah. Did you get that?
No, hang on.
No.
We are okay, here we are.
Just happened.
It just happened. So you can hit play.
So here we go. So the match was contested under Dark Side rules. This is how the Undertaker and Big Show.
That's it.
And the Undertaker was on commentary all match, and The Rock pinned Midian.
That's it. That's it. That's how I remember. That's how they lost. That's like Dark Side rules. It was Undertaker on commentary, Big Show, Midian, and I think Viscera or something like that.
Yes. Yeah, Viscera was. Here's Kane's
Here's
akin to
Kane.
the inverted attire with the cutout stripe or spikes like we were talking about last episode.
Mm-hmm. Kane is entering the Royal Rumble match now. Nobody's been eliminated.
No. Yeah, Kane's just beating over The Rock.
Yeah, we got 4 out of the 5 participants in there. Very slim down Kane.
He's actually put on some size compared to his slimmest, but yes. His slimmest was probably back in May.
Also, like right around WrestleMania 15 time.
Yeah, just that. Not even 15 as much, but like May, June was like his slimmest when him and X-Pac first started tagging.
Okay.
And he has started putting size back on at this point. And here comes The Undertaker.
Here he comes. 8 seconds.
Very strange attire.
Yeah, it's The Undertaker. It's in he's forming, he's morphing away from the ministry and going to his badass.
How long did the ministry look even last for? The summer?
Yeah, I mean, he debuted that look like around March, the ministry attire, and it was gone by September.
He has a Black Label Society shirt on. So is this the plan to like just transfer to the badass and then he happened to be hurt, so he just took time off or what?
I'm guessing. I'm guessing that was the plan. Undertaker is not even getting in right now. He's going right to the commentary desk. You let the other people do his dirty work for him. They actually made an action figure of this Undertaker on the SmackDown Raw Heat series. It's Undertaker in a bandana and a cut off black polo shirt. One of my favorite weird Undertaker figures.
Is it a Jax?
It is a Jax figure, Titantron Live.
Is it a sculpted head or a bandana on?
No, it's a removable bandana.
Oh, I'm gonna look this one up.
It's a removable bandana. I remember getting that as a kid. I remember it being one of my favorite figures to get as a kid, just because how different it was, but how awesome, awesomely different, if I may say so, an awesomely different Undertaker figure.
Well,
Because
Kane's out. That's no surprise.
it's no, it is no surprise, but it is surprise he's the first one out.
I'm not surprised. You look at the star power that's in the match. They obviously want to do something with Undertaker and Big Show, so they're going to wait for that. He's the big threat for The Rock. Kane's kind of babyface at this point. Who do you get rid of first? You get rid of Kane, then you dump Mankind. That doesn't
Almost immediately
surprise me.
comes Mankind.
Yeah, but that doesn't surprise me because the Undertaker's got to dump the Big Show, I assume. Or maybe The Rock. You know, here it's the Royal Rumble 2000 all over again. 2 weeks later. No, a few months later, sorry.
Few months, that's right.
Hey, what is that Undertaker figure series in, you said?
Raw Heat. But here's Undertaker. Undertaker's getting into the ring. He's going to take matters into his own hands. As you have correctly predicted, the Undertaker dumps out Rock and Big Show.
This Raw Heat figure does not have a bandana. He has a table. And it's a very generic ministry-looking Undertaker.
No, it's the other one.
Oh, that's the only one that comes up.
Oh, okay.
On eBay, anyways.
Oh, try Google or something. There's a second Raw Heat series.
So now they're all mad because...
Yeah, Big Show's mad at least, but Midian and Viscera are in there telling him to mind his place.
Oh, I hated those kicks that Big Show always did. They look so stiff. Oh, it's a SmackDown Raw Heat. I see.
Yeah.
And he comes with a weight, a barbell.
Barbell.
What an odd, what a terrible looking figure too, like packaging wise, because it's got a big picture of the Undertaker, like over 75% of the Undertaker's figure itself.
Oh, I know. It's terrible packaging, but as a kid, I loved it.
It's a cool figure. I've never seen it before, but yeah, that packaging. I love the SmackDown card, but I hate that they put everything over him.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, that's the SmackDown Royal Rumble. Kind of, unnecessary. Giving Undertaker a win going into getting closer and closer to Unforgiven. So you think that he may take the title from Triple H. He's a threat here, but also showing the chinks in the armor of Undertaker.
That's how I see it more. That's the main takeaway from it, is that okay, the Unholy Alliance is gonna break up, right?
Yeah, so you're getting the little kinks in the armor here of Big Show possibly turning on the Undertaker, as the Undertaker seems to take the master side a little too far week after week, having Big Show take all the matches, having Big Show fight for the tag titles, while Undertaker sits on the sidelines. Of course, he is injured. He's not fighting as much, but the story is that Undertaker wants Big Show to, be out there taking the brunt of the matches, to toughen Big Show up, to become the monster he is always meant to be. And
I do not like the Big Show.
So I know we both hate the Big Show here. Uh,
Oh, I don't like him in general. Like I honestly, that's one guy I could look and just be like, I've never really cared for the Big Show.
that's fair.
The only time I can remember ever like kind of enjoying was when he was actually ECW champion and he was doing the open challenges
Oh
and
my God,
stuff.
2008 Big Show.
I think that was earlier than '08. That
Oh
was
my God, 2007 Big Show.
was that '07 after Kane won the ECW title?
Kane won in 08. He won at WrestleMania 24.
Right, okay. So yeah, '07 sounds about right. I was gonna say '06, but yeah, maybe it was.
But yeah, so cool. Undertaker gets the win. So it's a victory for the Undertaker. It's in the record books. He wins the 5-man SmackDown Battle Royal. But unfortunately for Undertaker's injury, it really doesn't go anywhere.
Big Show won in 2006, summer of 2006. I was correct.
Wow.
The only reason I knew that was because he beat Rob Van Dam, and like the first one night stand was 2005, so the next one night stand was 2006. That's when Rob Van Dam won. Then there we go.
Okay. So
That
now
was
we
like
are,
16 years ago. Jesus.
oh my God. Oh my God, 16 years ago. So as we so that and then the following Raw, Undertaker and Big Show lose the tag championships via Dark Side rules to the Rock and Sock Connection. So it's hot potato with the tag team titles as Undertaker and Big Show we saw took them from Kane and X-Pac in our last get together here. Undertaker and Big Show lose the tag championships to Rock and Sock Connection. Undertaker and Big Show win the tag championships from Rock and Sock Connection in a Buried Alive match. And then the Rock and Sock Connection win the tag championships back at the Monday Night on Raw following this SmackDown.
To which I want to mention that Midian was pinned by The Rock, like we said, which.
Yeah. Midian pinned by The Rock. Dark Side rules in effect.
Dark Side rules,
Dark
Freebird
Side,
rule.
Dark Side rules.
That's so goofy.
We are getting to the September 23rd, 1999 edition of SmackDown, where Triple H has to virtually run a gauntlet of matches to try and keep his position basically in the six-pack challenge. So Vince McMahon in this episode basically telling him he's got to fight an Inferno match against Kane. He's got to fight in a casket match against The Undertaker. He's got to fight in a chokeslam match against Big Show, a boiler room brawl match against Mankind, and a Brahma bull rope match against The Rock. He's got to win at least 3 out of the 5 to make it to Unforgiven and defend his championship.
And what happens if he loses? Then he doesn't have to defend his title?
If he loses, he is stripped of the championship. And I think he will have to fight to earn the championship at Unforgiven or something like that. But he's stripped of the title. I think that's the thing here.
It's kind of stupid.
It is kind of stupid, but it's tail end 1999. Everything's up in the air.
And this one we were talking about, Undertaker does not have this match, right?
Undertaker does not have the match, as we will see later. Undertaker walks out of the WWF, as we'll see at the closing moments of this Inferno match, that his only job that he wanted to do there today is create a confusion for Kane, beat up X-Pac, as we'll see at the end of this Inferno match. So that was what he was going to be out there for. Of course, Vince tells him he has to fight in the casket match, and Undertaker said, no, he doesn't, and he walks away. And then Vince says, if you walk out of here, you're walking away from your WWF Championship opportunity at Unforgiven. And Undertaker basically doesn't care. And then that's how he is written out.
Oh.
So where are you getting this SmackDown Inferno match from?
Daily Motion again.
Awesome. And what is the first things you see?
The lights are out and it sounds like Kane's entrance is playing.
Okay, the lights are out and Kane's entrance is playing. So let me get there and then we will perfect. 26 minutes, 28 seconds on Peacock. Season 1, Episode 5, September 23rd, 1999 of SmackDown. And are you ready to press play?
Yeah.
Awesome. 3, 2, 1, play. Something we forgot to do in the last episode, but hey, we made it through. We made it through.
It was short.
Yeah. So now we
This
get
is a
another
short
short
Yeah.
match of Kane versus Triple H in a forgotten Inferno match.
Strange that Kane came out the right side of the SmackDown stage. Oh, they got everything reversed. This was the era of the hard cam on the other side of the planet.
Yeah, the oval is on the left side. We got Michael Cole and Michael Hayes on commentary.
I never cared for Michael Hayes, to be honest with you.
I would say you're probably in the majority there. Just a
Strange
week.
that they swapped the hard cam for a little while, eh?
Yeah. I would. Oh, Kane interrupted by no pyro here. It's Triple H.
Yeah, it's a little. He wasn't even going for it though.
Maybe because the Inferno? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not. I have a suggested video on the top: Batista versus Just Incredible.
I don't know where they got that suggestion from, but okay.
This must be getting the very trail end of him in China too, eh?
Oh, I would say so. Because I would say I think China goes on to become more of a single star soon.
This is probably around the time when he started dating Stephanie too.
I know. No, he does not get Stephanie yet.
Yeah, but I'm saying in the next few months.
Yeah, I would say 3 more months.
Because it was 99 when it started, was it not?
Yeah, December. Armageddon.
Okay.
So tail end of 99. Very tail end, last month.
So this is interesting to kind of watch and see when they prepare Kane again. Kane with his fourth mask, one of my least favorite masks of his.
Oh, really? What makes it stand out as one of your least favorite?
The mouth appears very far away from Kane's actual mouth. Like seems poorly fitted and has such a low mouthpiece, like half of pretty much his whole top lip is hanging out.
Interesting. I never really realized that.
You see the way Kane eyed that fire? Shut up, Michael Hayes.
You see how Kane eyed that fire? Shut up, Michael Hayes.
Well, come on, man.
Shut up, Michael Hayes.
So bizarre. It feels so backwards because everything's on the other side.
Yeah. This is only the 5th episode of SmackDown.
Interesting.
Yeah. Really?
Well, we know for a fact that the other ones weren't because the last one wasn't.
Yeah, really loaded SmackDowns. They started this whole thing off. You know, you got a Buried Alive match, you got a Royal Rumble match, you get an Inferno match, and this
Casket, boiler room.
Boiler Room, everything. These whole few weeks of SmackDown episodes are just completely loaded with star power and high profile matches here. Like, who ever heard of a Buried Alive match on a SmackDown? Who ever heard of a 5-man Royal Rumble on a SmackDown? It's like
Yeah.
they're pulling off all the stops to get the ratings for the UPN, I believe they were on.
Yeah. I wonder how hot the ropes get to touch.
Oh, I would imagine pretty hot. Unless they
Especially since
coat
they're
them.
like electrical tape, right? Like
Yeah. Unless they coat them with something to prevent it. Oh, low blow to Kane.
no surprise.
Your guy is just taking so much beating here.
Everybody always says how notorious Kane is for putting his knee down on the pedigree. I would like to point out in 1999 and 2001, Kane took 2 pedigrees extremely flat, or maybe it was 2000 and 2001. I would just like to point that out.
I'm glad you did.
Everybody's like, "Oh, you take some shitty." Like, I'm like, "No, I'm gonna find you one." One of them is actually in Triple H's Titantron.
He takes
He has
some
the
shitty pedigrees.
oh, there's X-Pac.
Here's a bloodied and beaten X-Pac. Has appeared at the top ramp.
I'm always annoyed because you can't tell he's bleeding.
Oh, but here's the more raw heat Undertaker figure I was going for. The WWF cut polo.
And he has the W. Wow, that's accurate as hell.
It's accurate as hell as a figure, yes.
Because he's got a WWF logo on there. Wow,
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
And the bandana.
I wish they had sunglasses with them.
Yeah. But you have an accurate as hell Undertaker figure.
So here's been the match. 5 minutes in, Kane hits a choke slam, jumps on Mideon and Viscera.
Yep. Jumps on
Mideon with a weird chest piece. Oh, Kane's rolling to get his hand ready. I guarantee it. He just rolled to the edge of the apron. That's 100% what happened.
Oh,
and there it is.
There it is. Kane's hand is on fire.
Did you notice Mideon and Viscera came and got him, and he was like under the apron?
Yeah, I noticed that.
I often wonder if this is, I should pay attention, if this is the last time Kane wore this glove, the double-studded glove.
Oh, he just got blasted with a fire extinguisher.
He sure did.
But Undertaker, a Triple H
looks like he's bleeding.
Yeah, Triple H is bleeding now.
From the nose?
Yeah, looks like he got a broken nose or something.
I wonder what tagged him.
But yeah, an accurate as hell SmackDown Raw Heat Undertaker figure appears here as a WWF Attitude shirt and bandana. If only, yeah, I think a glasses accessories would have been great on that figure.
Yeah, they needed glasses. That's what they really needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like almost a perfect figure.
Triple H, 1 win, 1 loss so far.
Who did he lose against?
I think Big Show. I think Big Show.
That makes sense.
Kane helping X-Pac to the back. And if I remember correctly, I think right away we'll get the Undertaker thing with Vince. But yeah, so this is the last appearance of the Undertaker in 1999. He was able to have Kane be distracted long enough to be set on fire with his gloved hand, beat up X-Pac. Big Show got the win. Undertaker feels like his job is done for the evening. He's done. He's walking out of here. You see Kane and X-Pac in the back here.
And yeah, Kane's mad.
Yeah, Kane is mad. He is upset that he let X-Pac. And here's Undertaker being interviewed by a very young Lillian Garcia. Yeah, the work here is done. This is Undertaker. Undertaker's done for the night. But Lillian reminds him, Vince has ordered him into a casket match. But nobody orders the Undertaker around, not even Vince McMahon.
Well, we've seen that. He lights a bear on fire.
Yeah, he has canceled this casket match. But here's Vince. See what Vince has to say? Vince ordered it. But if he does not participate in this casket match, he will be out of the 6-pack challenge. And he will have to be replaced.
By the British Bulldog.
And then Undertaker says maybe he will not be participating in anything around here anymore. And that ends The Undertaker 1999. Anything that you remember being significant for Kane in 1999 after this?
After this, wow, no,
No?
Kane didn't. Well, I shouldn't say no. We have Kane meeting and be getting a girlfriend in Tori.
Okay, and that brings us to the next thing we'll be watching in this episode. So yeah, I vaguely remember this storyline with do you remember how he gets Tori? Does he save her from someone?
Honestly, I don't, because like when I first started watching was right around this time, it's late summer. So I have very limited memories of the Undertaker as Ministry Undertaker. I don't remember this biker crossover stuff.
Okay.
Um, I remember Kane having Tori as a girlfriend and X-Pac and stuff, and then Kane was supposed to join. Well, actually, Kane had a WWF title match against the Big Show, and the stipulation was if Kane lost, then no, sorry, Kane was going to join DX first, and then X-Pac didn't let him join DX and turned on him or whatever, and then he was feuding with Kane actually, and then Kane had a WWF title match against the Big Show in late '99 here, and they made the stipulation that if Kane loses, Tori spends Christmas with X-Pac, and then Tori says he was a gentleman, all these good things, whatever, and then Tori then turns on Kane and joins up with X-Pac, and X-Pac never recovered from that, from what I remember, because X-Pac was relentlessly booed forever, ever since then.
Really? So that's where the X-Pac heat comes from.
I always assumed it started from that, because like, what do we have a year later? We have the Alliance, but what do we have? What is X-Pac doing before that? He's kind of trying to keep DX. He's part of DX, feuding with Kane and The Rock. He tries to keep DX alive with Road Dogg after Triple H sort of dissolves it. Then
Mm-hmm.
he kind of floats around and joins the X Factor and stuff, and the Alliance comes around, and he's still getting the only WWF guy getting booed. Like, honestly, yeah, I always just figured that they just never forgave X-Pac for turning on Kane.
Hmm.
Because
That,
that's basically when he turned heel, and he just stayed heel.
yeah. Oh, wow. So this is where it all originates from.
That was always my assumption.
Oh, wow. Okay. So we move on to a new era, a new millennium in the WWF. We move
Let's
on
get
to Monday Night Raw, February 7th, 2000, as we just got the whole breakdown here from Kanenite10, the whole backstory of Undertaker and Tori together. I mean, Undertaker and Tori, Kane and Tori together. Kane being going for the Royal Rumble, Tori thinking he's going to win, Kane losing an opportunity to prevent Tori from spending the holidays with X-Pac, X-Pac being a true gentleman to Tori and causing that rift and eventually taking Tori away from Kane. Well, Kane needs somebody by his side. And so we get the return of Paul Bearer. And
Although it's like it's not really a return for Kane, because like Kane literally wrestled the week before on Raw and SmackDown.
not really a return for Kane. It's more of a return for Paul Bearer, which sets up a WrestleMania clash of Kane and Rikishi versus Road Dogg and X-Pac, and it all begins here. And
Well, I'm just trying to think of the timeline, because we were figuring out the Rumble was January 23rd,
yes,
2000, and Tori was with Kane then. So Tori must have betrayed Kane January 27th. So that makes sense. So Kane probably disappeared from that and then came back with Paul Bear. So literally 10 days prior, or whatever may have you,
yeah,
11 days prior,
and
Tori joined up with X-Pac. So that's the big theme for this storyline here.
the big theme. This is what sets it all in motion right here with a whole new layer of excitement.
And
And
I just want to point out that I never forgave X-Pac either for turning on Kane and taking Tori.
Well, see, and you and millions of other wrestling fans never forgave X-Pac either. I don't think I ever did either. I don't think I've ever been a fan of X-Pac ever since he stole Tori away from Kane.
Yeah,
Um,
no.
nope.
Like I said, this was my prime core memories of starting to watch wrestling. So it was pretty much Undertaker's a bad guy and X-Pac's a bad guy. That's all I really knew.
Oh, oh, you're terrible. You're hurting me here.
Well, the ministry stuff, that's what I first walked into.
Oh, the ministry stuff, that's my core memories, and I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's so funny that we're on like opposite sides of the coin for the same thing.
I know, right?
And it's not even that Kane was a good guy. I just liked Kane because he looked cool.
Yeah, and that's how I like Undertaker because he looked cool.
Yeah, exactly. That's so
Yeah,
funny.
that's how I got Undertaker. He just looked awesome. He was menacing, and the tattoos, the music, and the lights, everything came together so perfectly. Just
So
like
I have it. Oh,
I'm
I was
sorry,
gonna
go
say
ahead.
I have it queued up just before Kane comes out here.
I have it queued up at a completely black screen at
Oh, okay.
1 hour, 32 minutes, 10 seconds, February 7th, 2000, season 8, episode 6 of Monday Night Raw. So
All
let's,
right, I got the power just going out.
yeah, we lost power here.
All right, when are we playing?
Oh, 3, 2, 1, play.
Yeah, we lost power here live.
Yeah, lost power
What are
here.
you doing, JR?
Oh no, who's that? Who's that, JR?
Or Stephanie, JR, what did you do? I always wondered, was the pop for Paul Bear or was it for Kane appearing on the Titantron? Because they appear at the exact same time and it's like really loud. So I always wondered.
It's got to be for Paul.
Yeah, I always wonder what it was truly for. And where you're talking about Kane being slim like a month ago. Well,
Yeah,
Kane,
not so slim now.
that's what I mean. He's been putting on size this whole time. I guess that was in September, but yeah, he's considerably bigger here.
Yeah,
Now that's a few months.
and
Like I
it's
said, it's been like a process. Early June was the smallest for sure.
mhm. I like this attire on
How
Kane.
smart is X-Pac? What's the best part of smartest place to be in a busy ring? Out of it.
That's right.
X-Pac just goes out of the ring. So smart.
And now we got I like Paul Bear in the red blazer. Because the last time we saw Paul Bear, he was with the Undertaker, Ministry of Darkness.
So strange.
So yeah, so a kind of a quick thing just to bring us up to speed of 2000 of where Kane is. This is where Kane is. He's feuding with the McMahon Helmsley era now. He's feuding with DX because they've taken away his woman, and
True.
so he needs somebody by his side, and nobody better to be by his side than his father of destruction, Paul Bearer.
And now I also have the other return lined up as well.
Oh, you are way ahead of me here because I have to find it.
So what's the backstory for this one? Is there any backstory or why did he use there's vignettes playing, right?
There is vignettes playing.
Of those girls saying
I
he's
have
coming and all that other stuff, right?
the girls that he's coming. I remember that very,
Do we
very.
know it's the Undertaker or is it like just everybody figures it is?
You know, this was really the first time I remember watching this as a kid. This was like the first time that they really had like return promos for somebody. You know, that they're gonna say like Judgment Day is here, and like I think I kind of figured it out, um because I remember wanting to order this pay-per-view because we really had a feeling like this could be it because he was gone for so long.
Yeah, it's like a year almost at this point,
Yeah,
right?
like 9 months. So he was gone for so long, and then they're putting a big stake in this whole return package here. So I'm just thinking it's gotta be the Undertaker. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Judgment Day. It's a pay-per-view named for him. So and if Undertaker's coming back, he's coming back as a good guy. And the main bad people on this program right now is the McMahon Helmsley faction. They've been running rampant for like 5.5 months now of Triple H and Stephanie, and then DX, and then the McMahons, and this whole faction. So there really isn't a backstory why Undertaker attacked them. He just attacked them because they're the big bad group running rampant on WWF. They're dismantling all the heroes. Like they're dismantling Rock. They dismantled Stone Cold. They're dismantling Kane. So it's Undertaker's got to come back. He's got to set some order back into the WWF. So that's where we get
looking back. I'm surprised they never put the belt on the Undertaker around this time.
Yeah, I am surprised. I thought it'd be a great way to get Undertaker as champion again, but more towards The Rock, as we'll not see at this pay-per-view, but we will see in the one coming up right after we witness the return of the Undertaker at Judgment Day 2000. A brand new character switch for the Undertaker here.
I have it queued up like just as The Rock's about to rock bottom Triple H.
Okay, I have Michaels just being knocked out of the ring. Do you have that?
No, Michaels is on the apron.
Okay, Michaels is on apron. So here we go. You can press, we are queued up at 2 hours, 43 minutes, 5 seconds at season 2, episode 1, Judgment Day 2000, where The Rock is about to smack HBK off the apron. And we get the glimpse into the American Badass. So 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh yeah, he did knock him off, and then he just randomly rock bottoms Triple H anyway.
Rock bottoms Triple H. X-Pac attacks him, and we get the vignette of the girls in the background there. So the audience knows something's gonna happen. Somebody's coming out here. But he's now back from the dead, as the girls put it there. And we get the return of the Undertaker. Such a character change. But we saw this morphing happen in the last 2 episodes of SmackDown, wearing the bandana, wearing the glasses. And Undertaker.
I love how like off the time is on the Iron Man match.
Oh, I know.
This crowd, I always love that thing with Triple H. It looked like he was going to punch him, and then he just sidesteps him last second and tosses him. So 34 seconds left.
And Vince.
I love this punch. Great punch.
I know. I love that. I love that whole thing of Vince turning him around and then McMahon running away from him.
I also like this 20 seconds, 19. And when he grabs Stephanie, like I love how the camera's shaking.
Yeah,
ooh,
that's cool.
9, 8, and then they like turn the camera off right away here because they're like, this isn't lining up very well. There goes the camera. There's like 4 seconds left.
This whole crowd is just completely into this. The Undertaker.
Yeah, it was already over. But Sean's disqualified.
The Undertaker has just cleared the entire ring of the McMahon Helmsley faction. But yeah, as you just pointed out, the siren has already gone off. The match is over.
Even by the time like the match was over before the bell rang.
Yeah,
and the siren.
Done. But they awarded.
I have very vague memories of this as a kid. Like the build-up and being like, who the hell is this guy in the short shorts?
Who the hell is this guy in the short shorts?
I had never seen Shawn Michaels before.
Oh, that's true. they have awarded a disqualification victory to H, screwing The Rock, as Michaels is known to do as special guest referee, screwing something up. But Undertaker is there to confront him.
However, they did make it look like Triple H and Shawn weren't pals or anything in this one.
That's right. It would be like Michaels is impartial. You know, he'll go any way. He's gonna do it right down the middle. But that last call to have it be after the buzzer is like, ooh, were they really in? As Vince McMahon put it a couple years prior, were they really in cahoots?
I just think that was just mistimed in general. I don't think that was a purposeful mistime with the buzzer or anything. I think that's just what happened.
So we have had a 5-man Royal Rumble. We have had a Inferno match. We have had the return of Paul Bearer and the return of the American Badass Undertaker, all leading up to the main bread and butter of this episode, King of the Ring 2000, where we have a 6-man tag team match for the WWF Championship. We have Undertaker, Kane, and The Rock facing off against Triple H, Vince McMahon, and Shane McMahon. Because normally how this whole thing got started is that Triple H would have had to be the one pinned to lose his championship. But Vince said that, well, any of us can beat Undertaker, Kane, and Rock. So if they pin any one of us, they could become champion. So Vince opened his mouth and Linda said, we'll change the match then for your liking, Vince, that now The Rock, Kane, and The Undertaker can pin any of the 3 to become World Wrestling Federation champion.
Huh.
So that is what we get here. And I am on Peacock season 8, episode 1, King of the Ring 2000. Were you queued up on?
I actually have the promo.
You have the promo, so let's go to the beginning of this match then.
The promo was on Daily Motion, so I have the promo. So I figured we could watch one of the good old.
Oh, I love a good old fashioned WWF promo. Just have to get through the end of Rikishi and Kurt Angle here. What a time to be alive of being a wrestling fan. Oh, I do not have a promo here on Peacock.
Oh, wow. You're going to have to load up Daily Motion real quick.
It cuts right to the entrance of Vince McMahon at 2 minutes, 11 minutes exactly. It does not have a promo for this match. So that is interesting. Usually Peacock keeps the promos in.
I was going to say, load up Daily Motion real quick. It's probably easy to find.
That is shocking. But I actually remember having that promo. Okay, well, I guess we are loading up the King of the Ring 2000 promo. We are all over the place here today.
I remember this match when I was a kid because, like, my buddy was a big Rock guy, and he was, of course, spoiler alert, very happy that The Rock won. And I was always, oh yeah, of course, Rock wins. Yeah.
Oh, of course, Rock wins. Yes. So you had a buddy who was a Rock guy. You got me, who's an Undertaker guy, and then you have you, who's the Kane guy.
Yeah, my buddy was the big Rock guy growing up.
I'm guessing he loved that The Rock won, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, The Rock was always on top too, right? He stopped watching around the invasion time, I feel like.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
You found it?
I have no. Which one do you have here for Daily
It
Motion?
says The Rock, Kane, and Undertaker versus McMahon Helmsley faction promo at King of the Ring 2000.
Come on. McMahon Helmsley faction. Oh yes, here is it. What, 3 minutes?
Yeah. Or yeah, 351.
Yeah. Okay. Look at that. They fit all 6 men in like that match card. So this is presented by Subway.
Are you starting from the beginning? I haven't played or anything.
Oh yes, please play it.
Oh yeah, they still have Undertaker. Oh no, never mind. I'm thinking six pack. Yeah, Subway in the bottom corner there.
Yeah, Subway in the bottom corner.
In his life.
Oh, Kane. Is Kane still speaking with that little mic here?
No, he stopped by now.
Oh, okay. That's right. You have Linda trying to get them all into a singular mindset, to be unified.
A very nice chair shot I want to point out from The Rock to The Undertaker.
Yes, yes.
Very, very gentle. No, Kane stopped speaking with the voice box when he's tagging with X-Pac.
Oh, okay.
Because X-Pac like encouraged him to talk without it, and then his first words without the voice box were "suck it."
Okay, so that's that infamous suck it one.
Yeah, and that was the first time, and he stopped. That was around the time he stopped.
Okay. That's right. I hear Vince reading that fax from Linda.
Oh, there's a flat pedigree by Kane.
Yeah, there you go.
That's number 3. That's a third one.
There's Vince. If they defeat either one of us. Triple H is pissed off. He did not want Vince or Shane getting involved and taking the pin.
I believe Vince takes the pin too, doesn't he?
Vince takes the pin.
Triple H never had cool shirts.
After a very cocky people's elbow, The Rock catches Vince and does it himself.
I want to point out that The Rock Triple H never really had cool shirts.
He never did. I agree.
You have the iconic Austin 316 and The Rock lay at the SmackDown and whatnot, and then you got Triple H that just, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Kane and Undertaker, well, Kane never really did, but Undertaker's later ones in like 02, 03, those ones were his coolest ones. In 01, I guess the It's My Yard one was cool.
Yeah, It's My Yard, the Red Devil one. Yeah, all cool ones.
Big Evil.
Yeah, Big Evil.
Dead Man Inc. is pretty iconic. That was until 2001, but yeah.
Yeah, I would say Dead Man Inc. Yeah, that's a real iconic one.
Yeah, Dead Man Inc. It's My Yard, Big Evil, Red Devil. Mm-hmm. Those are his best ones, I think.
So the big story is here is, as always, when you put people into matches together, can they coexist? Can they work together to try and get the end goal here? And the end goal is getting the championship off of Triple H to stop this reign of terror that the McMahon-Helmsley faction is creating in the World Wrestling Federation. That is the whole purpose of Linda McMahon getting these three men together and having to work together, because she is sick and tired of Vince, Shane, Triple H running the WWF and just making it into a total hellhole. So that is the whole purpose, trying to get these guys to work together. And the story is, can they? Because they know Shane, Vince, and Triple H can, because they have a whole faction. But can The Undertaker, Kane, and Rock work together? And we have now led up to this match, King of the Ring 2000. I am queued up at 2 hours, 11 minutes exactly on Peacock. And you are at Daily Motion, I imagine.
Yeah, Vince and Shane are just coming out right now.
Vince and Shane, exactly where I am at. So 3, 2, 1, let's play and let's wrap this all up. This is giving me back so many memories of the No Mercy game. No Mercy has this King of the Ring set that has this Vince and Shane, and there's these attires.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it has the badass Undertaker where he comes out in with the old black. That's right. A year prior, the tag team of Vince and Shane won that ladder match against Stone Cold.
For control of the company, right?
For control of the company. A year prior to this, The Undertaker successfully defended his championship against The Rock.
Wasn't that at No Mercy, that ladder match?
Oh, that was King of the Ring. That was for the control of the company.
And last year, the Undertaker defended against The Rock?
Yeah.
Interesting.
No Mercy was the ladder match of the Hardys and Edge and Christian.
Well, I remember the Stone Cold one. I just couldn't remember. I thought it was at a different pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah.
That King of the Ring 99 was pretty forgettable pay-per-view, I feel like.
I liked King of the Ring 99.
Yeah, of course, your guy defended against The Rock.
Yeah, and also I like the McMahon Austin ladder match. I liked who was the King of the Ring Billy Gunn fighting? Was he fighting Kane?
I don't know, to be honest.
I wonder if he fought Kane in that. But yeah, I always liked King of the Ring 99. That's a good pay-per-view. So it's Stephanie's women's champion here. I remember, yeah, Rock had those jerseys, much like the Top Picks figure. He had those jerseys that you can buy.
Yeah. Man, I wonder what would have changed if Austin was around at this time.
Yeah, that's right. Austin has been struck by a car at Survivor Series.
Like the peak of the business here, and Austin was the peak of the business, but it's still pretty peaked, you know?
Yeah. They were very fortunate that it did not plummet after that. They had a lot of
The Rock really carried it, but the highest rated segment in wrestling history is The Undertaker and Austin, right?
Yes. It's the highest rated match.
That's crazy.
It is 10 million people. Can you imagine that? 10 million. But Kane, the first to enter for his team.
This looks like his. See how far away the mask is away from his chin?
I was gonna say, you see how large his eye holes are. They seem wider.
It's a definitely, this is a different mask than his last one. I think the quality's not the best, so I can't quite tell yet.
And all three men on this team enter separately, unlike Vince and Shane, who entered together.
I can't quite tell. A guy in a DX jersey holding up a Kane sign.
Yes, I saw that. That was cool.
Pick a team, guy. Can't cheer for both.
You can't cheer for both. That's right. They stole Kane's woman.
Do they have American Badass on the network? Probably not, eh?
No, they have You're Gonna Pay.
That sucks. I hate that.
I know. And I'm guessing you have American Badass?
I sure do.
Oh, I should have watched it on Daily Motion. But I have You're Gonna Pay.
That sucks.
You know.
Not that I dislike You're Gonna Pay. They even show the Kid Rock thing on the bottom.
It's blurred out on mine.
Oh, that's funny. Even JR says the Kid Rock CD.
That's kept in.
He
Undertaker,
talks about the Kid Rock CD. That's hilarious. Yeah, this is
in a very bright motorcycle. That's pretty cool.
This is not the same mask as we just saw.
Undertaker with a different bandana. All in black.
I'm gonna have to look up a mask chart. I'm not as quite well versed as some of the other team guys.
You have to look up a mask chart.
Yeah, I'm not quite as well versed as some of the other guys on YouTube or on Instagram and the other Kane guys, but that is not the last mask that we just saw. Because the nose piece is not as like the nose hole was like where the mouth is, it was considerably dropped. And this one is not like that, but the mouth does still seem to come quite a ways away from Kane's face.
And finally, we have The Rock.
So I'm going to guess right now, Kane probably takes the brunt of the heat.
You know, I have not seen this in maybe a half a year or so, so I don't remember. I think it's pretty even. Actually, I think it's pretty evenly matched. I know Shane goes through the announce table, courtesy of the Undertaker. It's iconic.
That's a very famous, yeah.
I know Undertaker gets beat up a lot. So does Kane.
That's what I was saying. I think Kane, well, I assume Rock gets the hot tag and Kane probably takes the majority of the heat.
You sent me a post. What is this for?
That is the mask I was referencing, which has the low mouthpiece.
Kane in a meet and greet. Wow, it's so weird.
But do you see how the mask, like his upper lip is pretty much hanging out?
Yeah, I wonder why they did that. Maybe to help him breathe better.
I think it's just a different mask maker or a different mask. Like it was what it was, sort of, I think. I don't think it was on purpose.
Oh, okay.
I just assumed it was just he made it and that's how he made it.
Yeah, I would say.
Okay, this is Kane's fourth mask. And that mask with the big is his fifth mask. That's my least favorite one of his masks. I got the order mixed up. The one with the big opening is his fifth mask, which I don't like. But this one I like fine enough. It's not amazing or anything, but
That's right, Joe Cool. Vince is Joe Cool here.
Kane's really egging Shane on.
Yeah.
I like these trunks that Triple H is wearing. Fun fact, I didn't know he wore these back then. I thought he had them in 2001 in the two-man power trip.
Oh, the game ones?
Yeah, I didn't know he had these this early.
Yeah, I think the two-man power trip ones, that's the ones with the H, the small H, the big H, and the other small H. I think that's the ones he with the cross in the back. I think that's the ones he wears.
Yeah, but he did wear these ones during that era as well. I just didn't know he had them back now. I thought he only had the classic silver ones
Oh yeah.
because I thought he debuted those in 2001. The game ones. I really like those game ones. Those are probably one of my favorites of his.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like I said, I just didn't know he had it back then. That's cool because he didn't wear them much. He wore the silver ones a lot.
Yeah,
Because he was even wearing his silver ones when he got injured, was he not?
Yes, I think he was.
And then he started wearing the other stuff after. Like you said, the cross ones, and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Undertaker pulling Shane right back into the ring.
I was shocked at the little Rob Van Dam backflip thing. Also, we're like 10 minutes into this match and not much has happened yet.
Yeah, well, you only
A
have
lot of the entrances.
yeah, you only have Kane and Shane going. Yeah, that's nothing really monumental yet. Shane's just good to throw around. Oh no, Shane landed on his shoulder.
Vincent Shane.
There goes Vince.
What a gross bomb. They can't just knock them down yet.
Yeah, just knocked him down.
Like Vince folded all weird.
I know. Vince always falls weird. He always falls weird.
Wow, I'm just blown away that Triple H was wearing these trunks in 2000.
Well, he must have kept them for a year.
Oh yeah, he clearly, but I'm just shocked. I didn't think he started switching it up until 2001.
No, just bring it.
This has to be the start of that too, eh?
You know what? I don't know when he started that.
Like around the time, anyways.
Must be. Those cameramen on the outside, remember that?
Yeah, there's so many of them.
And Shane. That's right, Shane is still a legal man.
Yeah.
Unlike Kane, who has been tagged out of by The Rock. Brothers on the outside watching.
The Giant Killer, when did he didn't jump off the stage onto Big Show till SummerSlam?
No, he was the Giant Killer against Big Show, and I think Judgment Day.
I thought what was that SummerSlam that he did?
SummerSlam is the one that Blackman hits him.
Oh, that must have been 99 then.
Yeah, SummerSlam Blackman hits him.
Was that 99?
No, 2000.
That was after the Big Show.
Yeah, it was after the Big Show.
No way. I thought Blackman was before, and then he escalated it further and jumped onto the Big Show.
No, Big Show, he hits Big Show with that cinder block at Judgment Day.
Oh, when does he jump off the stage onto the Big Show, though? When's that last man standing match? Backlash 2001?
Backlash 2000.
2001.
2001?
That's what it says.
Oh, okay. So that's when Big Show comes back. Okay.
Oh, the cinder block is now. I just thought that that feud was when Shane jumped off the stage.
No, no, that's to get rid of Big Show because Big Show had to go and I think lose weight at OVW or something.
Yeah, and then he ended up getting released, actually, didn't he?
Hell, maybe because I know he was taken out of the No Mercy game because of that.
Yeah, Steven Richards filled his role
Steven Richards filled his role. Yep.
for the WWF title stuff.
Oh, it's the stuff just didn't mesh.
I always vote Day of Reckoning, greatest game of all time.
Are you left Day of Reckoning the best game?
I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
best wrestling game. It's like an updated No Mercy.
Hmm. I'm always a fan of SmackDown versus Raw 2006.
I hear that one a lot.
Yeah, I love SmackDown versus Raw 2006. Well, my Peacock decided to jam up right now. So what are we watching?
Oh,
What's going on your side?
I just paused it. Undertaker just pinned Triple H after a big boot.
Ah, okay.
I paused it though.
Okay. You can continue it. I'll get this up eventually.
Okay, he just pinned Triple H after a big boot, and I was gonna make a comment how Triple H always does the turn bump on big boots. Undertaker with the running DDT.
Oh, I love the running DDT.
Oh, me too.
Yes.
That's why I do it. Well, Kane does it too.
Yeah. I always love the running DDT, especially in video games, to get the momentum back.
Now Rock just tagged himself in.
Okay, I'm back here.
The Rock is standing in the ring, and Triple H just went out, and Shane is there. And I'm guessing Rock's gonna probably hard way Shane in a minute here.
Yeah.
And here we go. He's grabbing him, and here's Shane hard way in.
Yeah, yeah.
This also must be around the time The Rock started wearing these trunks as well, because the last thing we saw him in, he was still wearing the colorful The Rock ones
Yeah,
without
the
like
outlined rocks. Yeah.
yeah, rather than like the finesse one like he has on here with the more what you may call it, expensive looking, I guess you could say.
They are taking their liberties on the rock on the outside.
Yep.
And Vince just got punched by Undertaker.
He just got punched by Undertaker now. And Kane just grabbed him.
Yeah. So Vince, no rest for Vince here. He's getting punched all ways on all sides by the brothers. He is being manhandled. I love having Vince in matches. He's so fun to beat up.
Kane just threw him into the crowd, I think.
Rock is beating Triple H up against the Spanish announce table.
I was getting the other table ready for the Undertaker later.
Jim Ross gotta get up now. Oh, the belt just got smacked by the monitor.
Oh, I didn't notice that. What's with the tables? What else is on this pay-per-view?
I think there was a TLC match on this pay-per-view. Either a TLC match or a table match.
No, because TLC 1 was at SummerSlam, TLC 2 was at Mania.
Okay, so it's the table match between the Dudleys and DX.
Yes, that sounds right.
That's when they want to put Tori through the table.
Yeah, that sounds right. I was gonna say definitely not TLC, because then TLC 3 was on SmackDown, TLC 4 was on Raw. That wasn't until 2003. Or 2002, sorry. The early history of those gimmick matches are very easy to remember, at least for me.
Oh yeah, I imagine so. Especially since they're few and far between.
Yeah, TLC and the cell matches, like they're pretty easy to remember those two.
Oh yeah, definitely.
because the cell was like Michael's Undertaker, obviously. That weird tag on Raw, Undertaker Mankind, Kane Mankind, Undertaker Boss Man, Cactus Triple H, 6-man Hell in a Cell.
Mm-hmm. Rock, that the brothers are asking for the tag. The Rock just doesn't want to make it. Now Vince is roughing up the Rock over there. It's a fun match so far. What do you think?
Yeah, like not much has happened really, but
Yeah, not much
it's
is
all
happening.
right.
It's good back and forth fun. Oh, cheap shot to the Rock by Triple H.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe Cool's in.
Why Joe Cool?
I don't know why they gave him that nickname. I think he called himself Joe Cool. But I don't know. It just stuck apparently.
For like a couple months. I
Yeah,
have no memory of this.
Joe Cool. I think it's only in this match. I'm sorry, Vince is he's the real American badass.
Yeah, when I think of American Badasses, I think of Joe Cool.
Yeah. That's Jerry Lawler said he's the real American badass if you ask me. And Jim Ross says, I don't recall asking you. Nobody does it better than Ross and King. A little glimpse of Brothers of Destruction tag team here before we actually get it. Less than a year to go.
Yeah, the big run.
I'm looking forward to those matches with you.
Here comes the American Badass again.
Yeah, the American badass, Joe Cool. He's just he's sauntering around.
Oh, he just slapped Kane.
Yeah. Vince is taunting.
You could see like Rock block that one, and then he called something else, and then the Rock blocked it again and gave him a good one.
Yeah. Oh, low blow though.
He was clearly calling something to the Rock there.
Low blow to Rock. And the Vince McMahon special. Rock is getting his ass kicked here.
Yeah, the heat's on the Rock.
The heat is really on the Rock. I forgot about how much he got his ass kicked here.
I find it funny that like the Vince hates slapping apparently or whatever, but like the Rock just slaps on every
Snapping the
punch.
piss out of Triple H.
Well, you know he slaps on his punches like he slaps his leg. That's how he gets the sound, right?
Yeah, I mean that's how you're supposed to get the sound, I think.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I guess like I do see like the overkill of it, but like The Rock does it every punch. That's kind of overkilly.
Undertaker just threw Shane unceremoniously out of the ring. And Kane
Yeah.
is going after Vince. McMahon. Just getting uppercuts by Kane.
Kane just hit the Undertaker.
Yeah, it's unfolding. The six man, they're disintegrating.
Kane's waiting.
Oh, he's got Rock.
Yep. You could see he was waiting that whole time. Oh, also, yeah, there's the, well, I mean, this is a while later, but forgot to pay attention on his big return, but the new glove ever since it got burned.
I imagine once you burn a glove, you don't want to reuse the glove.
Oh, I'd imagine so too. I just wonder if that's like a confirmed last time. Oh, good job, Kane. Now he's gonna choke
Yes.
on Triple H.
Good job, Kane. Now, if you would just step aside, I can win my title back. Thank you.
Pardon me?
Yes, yes. Yeah, you
Oh,
see that?
Tombstone. Didn't see this coming.
Oh, yeah.
That's a pretty rare tombstone of this era.
Yeah, a tombstone.
In 2000 for Kane, that's pretty rare.
Yeah, he was pulling off choke slams.
Yep.
Oh, that's it. Undertaker's seen enough. McMahon got his ass out of there. Here's a chair. I like that exchange.
What did he say?
The Undertaker just stole King's chair. He didn't steal it. I gave it to him.
Oh,
Oh, here's the iconic choke slam.
I always wonder if that hurt the Undertaker's legs because like it came against his legs, you know?
Probably. He's got to put all that force on his legs coming down.
Like, I mean, like the table when it broke, it like slid against his legs, his thighs, you know?
Here's the closing moments of Joe Cool. Trying to pull
Just
up.
running ropes, just shittily. What's the Undertaker doing? Not paying any fucking attention.
No, he's gonna prevent Triple H from breaking that up.
I think Undertaker might have been sliding in too at the same time. I don't know.
McMahon just running the ropes shittily.
He was.
Oh my god! But that Rock wins the championship, and we get the division for the Undertaker and Kane again. You think that in 2000, a new millennium, Undertaker and Kane, they'll be working together most times. No more feuding. Well, you'd be wrong. As this match proved that Kane and The Undertaker still at odds, even 2 years later, they are still at odds. And that is where we will pick up next time as the SummerSlam 2000. I would call it a brawl, a grudge match.
I liked it. Yeah.
Grudge match type brawl where The Undertaker and Kane look to finally put the rivalry to rest. And yeah, I like the match. I have very fond memories of that match. And I really can't wait to discuss that match with you, see your perspective about it too. But I liked it. I liked that match a lot.
I did too.
And we get a new attire from Kane in that match. You get Undertaker in the blue and black. But yeah, closing moments of King of the Ring 2000. We are halfway already done with the year. And looking towards SummerSlam. So any closing thoughts, Kanenite10, of this match, of the things we've seen here today? And other
The
things.
Undertaker's talking trash at The Rock, but maybe the Undertaker should have got in the ring and broke up the pinfall then.
Undertaker, I think, said that he owes that victory to him. That you're welcome for that, since he prevented H from getting in.
Well, Does he give another thing to Vince? I don't know.
Yeah, he gives
Oh,
another.
here's a replay of the chokeslam. See that edge of the table just comes against his legs?
Yeah, I remember the it breaks right against them. Yeah, there's Vince.
He hits him with the belt.
Oh, Vince. So yeah, that ends our mega episode today. Thank you for joining me as always, Kanenite10.
In my opinion, The Rock should have hit the people's elbow on the Vince at the end there because he
Yeah, he
never
should
actually
have. He should have. Opportunity missed.
like hit him with the belt and then do it or something. He should have.
Yeah, opportunity missed on that.
The crowd would have went home happier.
Oh yeah, they definitely. Anytime you beat up Vince McMahon, the crowd always goes home happy. But SummerSlam 2000. That's our next stop next time, as we are joined here as always, same Taker time, same Taker channel. And as always, thank you to my brother of destruction, Kanenite10, for joining me on this journey of destruction. I wouldn't want to be on this journey with anyone else but you. So thank you again, man, as always.
Yeah, of course, man.
And as we sign off here, remember, keep on rolling, baby. Until next time.